Hey, welcome back to the channel, man. Everybody go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, comment down below, man. Let me know where y'all from. And if you're a Young Dolph fan, man, Big Scar fan, Gucci Man fan, let's comment down below. Let's get right into it. So look, man, yo, Gotti, brother, told on the entire CMG. They figured it out. Who's paying for the hitters on the Dolph case, the whole situation for the Dolph thing. We breaking it down. Look, yeah, a lot of y'all was first looking at straight drop, first looking at these people, that people. But as soon as they got Big Jook, that's when everything started coming down quicker because of the fact of, how much they told, how much they knew. They knew exactly dollar amounts that they was paying to people. They knew exactly what they did in that restaurant. They knew what they did meeting at Yo Gotti mom's restaurant and everything in between, man. So basically, they put two and two together. They put everything together, and they coming through. They looking for Shondale Barnett connected with Black Youngster. All of it comes back to CMG. All of it comes back to Yo Gotti, and this is like going to be that downfall now. A lot of people have been saying that, hey, CMG got caught red-handed. They had their whole involvement in this and that, but they really couldn't put two and two together like that until they got Big Jook. Yo Gotti's brother, that's the right-hand man. That's basically the mastermind, the ringleader of this whole entire thing about how Yo Gotti and his brother had to finesse the payments to everybody, had to basically make it to where they try to hide and this and that. They try to make it seem like they wasn't connected, but all the dots was coming back connecting to them. The fact that they got the people who they working with. They already seen in the pictures together. Govan and Big Jug hanging out. You already seen Straight Drop and Cornelius in the same room as CMG people. They claim CMG. They hang out with CMG. They already put it out there that they are against Dolph. And so that's why they joined the CMG. But the thing is that the Feds swept Yo Gotti's brother, and they basically got him to disclose the info about how they basically told them to do it and paid them and everything like that. And so now they're going and they looking after, and they talking about how, oh yeah, they had rounded them up. They had recruited them. They recruited them and told them that they will get this much if they went and did this or that, or they helped in some way or hide in the car. That's why it was so many people that was behind the scenes playing a role, because it was checks cut, it was payroll, it was literally planned, plotted, orchestrated, and everything. And this is what everybody's saying. A lot of people are like, wow, they finally see that the info is coming through, the details is coming through about how it was Shondale, how it was Black Youngster, Yo Gotti, moneybaggyo. All of them are wrapped up into the CMG whole entire thing about allegations on how this whole thing had them involved and all of that, man. This is crazy. And people knew this the whole time. Like, this is nothing new. People have been saying this the whole time. And they're like, I told y'all that it was CMG, that it was Yo Gotti's brother. And then now it's like you actually hearing it. And the feds is actually in Memphis right now. Right now, they holding on to Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother's hand. They holding him with his hands behind his back, basically because of the fact that they all got caught and he snitched on himself. When he accidentally told them that it was him and Yo Gotti, he said, me and my brother. So, but then they said, look, if you could come clean about everything, if you could tell us about everything that y'all had to do with Dolph, everything y'all planned, all the people y'all paid, who hid the cars, who was in that Bentley, who was driving in that Bentley, and did y'all contact the cookie shop? They told him, if you give all that info up, then they gonna put it on Yo Gotti. So they said, just tell on your brother and we gonna let you free. And see, a lot of people these days, a lot of the street people, a lot of people around rappers and whoever want to live that type of lifestyle, they have been telling. It's like the year of the snitch, basically. It's the year of the tattletelling. Everybody in the past 12 months and 50 days have been telling and telling and telling on every single thing. People was catching plea deals. People was walking out with paperworks, but then putting a cousin behind bars, putting their brothers and fam behind bars. It's crazy out here. And we was trying to preach to everybody how you shouldn't have even did that. You should never even got involved into that. Why didn't you just stay in school? Why didn't you just keep working? Why didn't you just hustle up a business or something, man, instead of trying to prove that you was cool, trying to prove you was tough. See, that's what all these people was doing. All of the people who was underneath the umbrella, underneath the whole collaborative of the whole CMG, on how each and every single one of them was hand selected and picked because they follow orders and they basically do whatever they're told to do. If you seem like you got some type of power, money, or connections, and you tell them like, you do this for me and we gonna be cool. That's kind of how they were finessing them, man. They was too kind of brainwashed to realize what they was really getting themselves into. But at the end of the day, all these people wanted to do was sign. They wanted to get an easy check handout and not have to even think about all the actual business that comes behind them putting their name down on something like that. They just wanted the status symbol. They didn't care about the fine print and the details behind it, because now it's too late. Now they could end up getting wrapped up in this whole entire Dolph thing. And on top of that, they never get to see the bread from their deal or anything like that. And so they really was like, look, we signed you as a rapper or whatever, but then you got to go do this and do that for us. It's the same exact situation that Young Thug and Gunna went through. And now you're going to start seeing CMG people taking plea deals to rat out on Yo Gotti. You're going to start seeing all these little artists in CMG getting ran up on, locked up, chain snatched, because they know everything is coming. It's either they're going to get their chain before, or it's that the feds are going to sweep them soon. So everybody's realizing, because they right there in Memphis and they overhearing about the fact that Yo Gotti's brother was telling allegedly on everything. And they literally rounded him up and his peoples, because they knew if they could get to Yo Gotti's brother, they gonna pin it on him, make it seem like he's the ringleader, and they gonna make him get so uncomfortable with it and be like on edge that he's gonna have to tell on Yo Gotti eventually. So they're like, look, if we just pull up on his brother, get him and his people and put pressure on them, then he's gonna crack and he's really gonna tell on Yo Gotti, which then that's the whole top of the CMG. And then they're gonna try to come in and say something about how it's the same thing as the whole YSL, it's the same thing as Thug and Gunna and this and that. That's really what's going on. If you actually open your eyes and realize the facts and everything from the beginning to the ends, the details, the middle, and all the info that's been going around, if you cross reference everything, you will go to see that it's all leading up to them coming in to basically do the whole RICO. The feds, it was in Memphis before. Remember last year, they rounded up 300 people. How did you think they found out about Cornelius and Straight Drop? It was because of them 300 people. When the feds swept, remember, they got a 99% success rate. So when they do what they do, they basically got everything already figured out. They don't go in and try to get you before they get the proof. They get the proof, everything laid out, overlooked, double checked, finalized. They run through a rough draft. They run through a whole project, and then they save it as a file and everything, and they right click and send it to everybody when they go and do the sweep. So they know they all on the same page. It's not sloppy. So if the feds come and sweep Memphis again and they get CMG, and if it ends up being a RICO like everybody is thinking, then this is going to be crazy, and how everybody is going to be noticing how the whole Dolph thing was basically botched, to where they knew this from the beginning who exactly was involved. But they tried to tell you it was a random thing on people popping up, that Dolph was just getting cookies at 9 in the morning. And a lot of people didn't even believe that story to begin with. And now it's finally unraveling. It's unraveling like a backwood, a honey bourbon backwood, basically. It's unraveling, and people are seeing exactly what's going on. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and I'm going to catch you on some breaking news details in the next video. So I'll see you there.